Well, hello. Kristi Hiller here, life coach for men, and I want to thank all my subscribers for being here, and I just really want you to know that the more comments I get and the more people that subscribe, it really makes me think that people do care and they want to learn, and I'm just doing the best I can to make you feel like you're not alone, and that we're all in this because life happens to all of us, and really with this certain skills we can use to come into our full and truest self, the easier life becomes because you don't have to pretend anymore. So today's topic is, of course, the challenge of being vulnerable. And why it's a challenge, at least for me, is because, in order to be accepted and loved, it's our human basic need for, belonging and connection. So we've learned to put all these masks on to get what we need to be accepted. And I know what I've learned through my journey is now it's not about being accepted because of the mask, it's being accepted without the mask and saying, here I am, will you still love me? The real me. And my journey's been a whole bunch of questions on who is that? Who's the girl that I've been trained to be, and who am I really? And it's a really big question. And I'm sure I'll take the whole rest of my life discovering all of it, all of me. And that's okay, because we've got time. But, emotional vulnerability is really just acknowledging your emotions, especially the uncomfortable and painful ones. And I believe that it's so we can be aware of the feeling. So that's the first step, is what's going on for you. But then it's how do we show up in front of others? And that's what takes the vulnerability. Because I can sit on my couch and know exactly why I feel how I feel. But now explaining it to someone and exposing my heart and my truth is the challenge. And I've come to a point where now I'll know what I need to say. And because I'm just still working on this, I'll have to say to somebody, hey, because it's important for me to work on this, I'm really trying to work on my vulnerability. I'm not sure I'm going to get it right, but can I be honest with you? Can I share some of my feelings with you? And not one person has said no. So, it takes a village to raise me. So I'm just practicing, and that's all I want you to do is just start practicing. And it's okay that we tell people we're just learning new things and we're just trying things, and all that we can do is try. That's what life experience is for. It's not about reading the book and getting the skill, but never using it. So I think the important thing here when you're trying to understand your vulnerability and you're trying to understand your feelings is to not distract yourself from them, right? So we often want to push away our discomfort, or we want to suppress it. And that is not good because we don't get it out. We can't move on. And then we hold up all this stuff and we blast somebody later down the road. So, also be curious about how you're feeling. The road to discovering your true self is always paying attention. So for the next little while, if you're wanting to, I want you to notice when you feel like the real you. So in the middle of something, check in and be like, how does this feel? Who are you with when you feel good? What are you doing? And how do you feel? That's it. We're just becoming aware, right? I think for me, we need to trust ourselves. We need to trust that how we feel is okay. And we need to trust that other people will be there when we want to show that. And we don't need them to show up. What we need is to practice ourselves showing up as we really are. So I'm going to be doing a couple of videos about this and being authentic, and be patient with yourself, as I always say, because it's not always easy, right? There's some fear there, and I just challenge you to push through that fear, and you will come out the other side really quite proud of yourself because you did it, and it wasn't as hard as you thought it was. What's hard actually is keeping it in. What's hard is wanting to know something from someone and not asking them, not having the courage to ask them. So anyway, I just want to thank you. Thank you for being here, and try some of these things and see how you feel. Anyway, take great care. We'll talk soon. Bye.